Season 3 begins with Frank pretty much where he wants to be in the presidency, but we quickly sort of work out that it's not as firm as it seems. I want to know if you two can envisage a point where Claire and Frank are actually satisfied with what they've got.
I think satisfaction is the worst word ever for a human being. I think to be satisfied means you're kind of like done.
Or deserve. You deserve to be happy.
Right.
You like that one?
Yeah,
that one just kills me.
But yeah, no, I think that what makes them interesting as people and as characters is that I don't think they'll ever get to a place where they'll be satisfied, because if they do, they should probably pack it in.
Especially in that industry.
Yeah.
Definitely. So obviously, Claire and Frank's relationship comes into focus constantly throughout House of Cards. It's survived a few issues over the seasons. Can it survive a situation whereby they're both going for political office?
We'll just have to stay tuned. Yeah. Have you watched all of season 3?
I've seen 6 episodes.
Oh, well,
you got it.
We'll just keep watching.
Call us when you're done.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. So you probably get asked this a fair bit, but there's a general election coming up in this country in a couple of months. What advice would Claire and Frank have for prospective candidates?
I don't get involved in British politics.
We'd be held at
I'm a
customs.
resident here.
Yeah,
I'm not a citizen, so I think it's inappropriate for me to start saying anything about British politicians.
Maybe remove the wig. What do you think?
Good advice. Do you think the Machiavellian behaviour that happens in House of Cards happens in real life in, let's say, Parliament, Congress, wherever?
I've heard, from different politicians, the gamut of responses to the series. Some people say it's very cynical and it's not like that at all, and it's a dark vision of it, and I've heard others say it's closer to the truth than you would ever like to imagine. So I suspect it depends on your perspective and your points of view, but don't you think that these kind of things happen in oil companies and at network televisions and everywhere? I mean, there is manipulation and darkness and people vying to get to the top in any industry, so I don't think it's exclusive to politics.
You two have to give a few speeches, you appear before a committee, you give press conferences. Have you got any hints for people giving speeches or political speeches?
Don't let someone else write it.
Memorize your lines.
And memorize your lines as best you can.
Yeah.
What qualities does a First Lady need?
This is about a couple that is a power couple, and we are in business with each other, and we further the movement for both. So you give me something, I give you something back. And it's a constant give and take that way, and the minute that's interrupted, there's hell to pay, basically. I mean, that's the relationship.
And finally, if you had complete control over the writing of the show, how would you like Frank and Claire's story to end?
We may have control, so
maybe.
It's a hypothetical question. We don't have control over the writing, and thank goodness, because we have an extraordinary team of writers. But I'm not willing to start talking about how it's going to end, because I'm having such a blast.
Absolutely. So many more seasons to come then.
Well, we don't know yet, but we'll find out.
Fingers crossed. All right. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.